At 7:30, we got number 5 LSU, which went 10-4, playing number 8 Florida State. This is not at Florida State. This is versus Florida State, right? Like, this is going to be in Orlando, so no real home field advantage, although it is a little home field advantage for Florida State. Florida State favored by at 10, also went 10-3 last year. LSU favored by 2.5 points on ABC. Jaden Daniels for LSU went 266 to 388 last year, threw for 2,913 yards, 17 touchdowns to 3 interceptions. Also led his team on the ground with 186 carries for 885 yards and 11 touchdowns, and Malik Neighbors led his team in receiving with 72 catches for 1,017 yards and 3 touchdowns. Jordan Travis went 226 to 353, threw for 3,214 yards, 24 touchdowns to 5 interceptions. Extremely great year for Jordan Travis. Trey Benson on the ground had 154 carries for 990 yards and 9 touchdowns. Johnny Wilson with 43 catches for 897 yards and 5 touchdowns. Florida State 8-2 all-time against LSU. Last 5 games have gone to FSU, ranging from 1983 to 2022. Okay, what I think is going to be extremely interesting about this football game is, again, whoever wins this game, probably a top 10 team, probably makes a chance for a top 4 football team. Whoever loses is probably out of the top 10. That's just kind of how it works here early on in the season. Even if you lose to a quality football team, there are so many teams that are going to be 1-0 after this week, and you're 0-1. It's just like it's just kind of how it works, right? This is the best game of the week, right? Like, everyone would admit that. It's the game, not only the should be a really close game, and it's only a 2.5 point spread. Not only is it that, but it is also a game between 2 top 10 teams that is so fascinating. Both 10-win football teams last year. This is a really great game, right? Like, this is the game everyone's looking forward to for the weekend. Saturday is a precursor, and the beginning of Sunday is a precursor to this phenomenal football game. LSU, FSU is going to be crazy good. LSU, I think, is the best team on their side of the SEC. I think FSU is not the best team on their side of the ACC, which is kind of crazy. I think Clemson's the better football team. It just depends on how good Cade Klubnik is. I don't know. I really like FSU here. Maybe it's just me. I've watched a lot of FSU football. I think Jordan Travis is an extremely great quarterback. And by the way, I'm a big believer in Mike Norvell. I've been a big believer in Mike Norvell for the longest time. And it looked like I was wrong for a little bit. But Mike Norvell really, last year, proved that I was right. Let's go. Mike Norvell's a really good head coach. He's done some really good things with the Florida State program. He's made them nationally relevant again, which is an impressive feat for Florida State football. I'm really excited to see what he can do. I think he can beat LSU. I think Florida State comes home from Orlando with the win. Give me FSU to win and I guess cover, but I guess pull off the upset against LSU.